Hi friends, it's your occupational therapist, Miss Debbie from Miss Robertson's class. I have some activities that I do with your children when we work on handwriting. We do some warm-up activities first, and I posted the visuals on Google Classroom for you to look at, but I thought I would do a demonstration because it's easier. Most of your kids, when we work on handwriting, we do these activities before to warm up their hands and get their muscles ready to work. The strip that I put on is called School Moves, and it's called Focus Finder. So of course I want your kids to focus, and I also want their muscles ready to work. So the first thing we do is we will unroll our ears to the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is based, a lot of these activities are based on something called Brain Gym that was developed back in the 90s, and they did a lot of research about how kids can focus and pressure points and things like that. So the next one we do is called Dots and Squeezies. So you take your palm and you press into the bases of the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you end right in the middle of the palm. And then you switch and do the other hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I find when I do these with your kids, they're not very precise, like they're not right at the base of the finger. Don't worry about that. I'm glad they're doing anything at sometimes. And then, so it's called dots. This is dots. And then squeezies is you're squeezing your arm to the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you do the same on the other arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another thing we do is called a spider press. We put our fingers together like this, and then we just press, press, press. We're getting our fingers ready, and then we put our palms together and we press like this. We do chair push-ups. Your child can sit in a chair and put their hands on the seat and push their bottoms up off the seat. Another thing they do is wall push-ups. I'll just do it on the counter. Basically, make sure their feet are back and I tell them to touch their nose to the wall. Sometimes what they do is they do this. They bend their arms and they're just moving their bodies in. Make sure their arms are straight and they're pressing in and touching their noses to the wall to the tune of 10. Another thing that they're doing is something called hookups. Now, this is a little more complicated, and they ask, in the picture you have one foot crossed over the other. You can't see me because I'm behind the counter, but one foot crossed over the other. I don't even have them do that. So we do the arm part first. I put my arms out like this, say turn your arms out, put your palms together. This is a hard part for them, get all their fingers in, and then do this. Now if they can get to that part and then cross their feet over, but I find that they lose their balance quite often. The kids lose their balance quite often, so if they can't cross their feet over, that's okay, to the count of 10. And that's kind of trying to get the two hemispheres of the brain to be talking to each other. They're crossing midline, they're doing all sorts of fun things like that. Those are called hookups. Then the next one is marching in place, and what we want them to do, can you see, is we want them to raise their knee and opposite hand to opposite knee. You'd be surprised at how hard this is for the kids. They want to do this, and so I want them to lift one up, and I'll motor them through it. Like if they're lifting their knees up, I'll take their opposite hand and I'll put it on their knee for them, so they get that rhythm of doing the cross body activity. So those are the focus finders and a few of the hand warm-up activities before we work on handwriting. So those are on Google Classroom, and if you have any questions, you can always email me and talk about your particular child because they're all doing different things. Okay? Have a great day.